Alright, hey guys, this is Miss Ramage, and we're going to do a couple examples with converting radical to rational. Alright, 3 examples. So the first example says the third root, or the cube root, of 8s squared t u to the ninth. Alright, and when you're asked to simplify this into rational form, first break it apart to make it into more manageable, smaller pieces. So you can say that's equivalent to the third root of 8, the third root of s squared, the third root of t, and the third root of u to the ninth. Alright? So these are smaller and we can deal with one-term pieces. Alright? The third root of 8. Alright, if you know it, what this really means is what number multiplied by itself 3 times is 8. Go ahead and try and simplify that. Alright? So in this case, this does come out to a nice whole number, and it's 2, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Alright? Now look at our s piece. S is going to stay our base. What is inside the radical goes on top, and what's outside stays on bottom, so this becomes s to the 2/3 power. Now let's look at t. If I don't see a power inside, it's implied this is really t to the 1st power, right? So that 1 stays on top, the 3 goes to the bottom, and becomes t to the 1/3 power. And now u becomes u to the 9/3 power. Alright, we're almost done. Now you're going to look at all your powers and see if there's any that you can simplify. Alright, in this case the only power that you can simplify is this u, the 9/3, which simplifies to 3. So to write your final answer, you're going to say 2 s to the 2/3, t to the 1/3, and u to the 3rd. And that will be your simplified rational answer. Alright, let's try another example. In this case, it says the square root of x to the 8th, y to the 2nd, z to the 6th. Alright, in this case, it doesn't say what root it is, but when you see just the root symbol, it's implied it's the second root, or square root. Alright, so if you don't see a number, you can go ahead and pencil in a 2 out there. Alright, we're going to do the same thing we did up here. Break it apart. So I'm going to take the square root of x to the 8th, the square root of y to the 2nd, and the square root of z to the 6th. Alright, now I can simplify these piece by piece. So my x term is going to become x to the 8/2, y to the 2/2, and z to the 6/2. Alright, remember what's inside goes on top, what's outside goes on bottom. Alright, now before we can be finished, we need to simplify our answers, so look at these powers, and we can simplify all 3 of these. 8/2 simplifies to x to the 4th power. 2/2 simplifies to 1, so I can say y to the 1st, or just y. And 6/2 simplifies to 3, so I can say z to the 3rd power. And that will be your final answer. Alright, third example says the fourth root of 36, a to the 4th, b to the 2nd. Alright, so again I'm going to break it apart. I'm going to say the 4th root of 36, the 4th root of a to the 4th, and the 4th root of b to the 2nd. all right? And those two are equivalent. So now I can pull out and turn it into rational form, all right? Here, if I'm trying to think of what number multiplied by itself 4 times is 36, if it doesn't come out to a nice whole number, and in this case it does not, no whole number multiplied by itself 4 times will give you 36, you're just going to leave it with a power. So again, if I don't see a power in here, it's assumed this is really 36 to the first power. So I'm going to say 36 to the 1/4 power. All right, move on to my a's. This becomes a to the 4/4 and b to the 2/4. All right, see if there's anything you can simplify, and in this case you can simplify your a and your b powers. I'm going to leave 36 to the 1/4 just like that. 4/4 reduces to 1, so I'm just going to say a to the first is the same thing. And 2/4 reduces to 1/2. So I'm going to say b to the 1/2 power. And that's your final answer.